This is Fieldsports Channel News. Thieves are targeting gun owners and police say a link with the Guntrader leak cannot be ruled out. A Newton-on-Trent home was burgled on Bank Holiday Monday and guns taken. Police say thieves grabbed a shotgun, air rifle ammo and jewellery. Another Fieldsports Channel viewer reports receiving phone calls from men offering to buy his guns. Police took this seriously enough to deploy an armed response team to guard the man's house for 4 days. A new statement from Guntrader says that using the stolen data to identify the potential locations of guns is a criminal offence and is unlikely to occur. Some National Trust members want to ban trail hunting on its land. Supported by Chris Packham, they want members to vote on a ban at the National Trust's October AGM. Meanwhile, members are complaining that the National Trust neglects properties vital to the UK's heritage, despite a rise in donations since coronavirus lockdowns began. It's also fired numerous volunteers, who donated their time to educating visitors. It laid off 2,000 staff last year, while cash reserves rose to £400 million. According to The Times, critics want the Trust to preserve history for future generations, based on its founding principles and not short-lived blinkered wokeness. The anti-trail hunting vote is delayed from last year. There's a new deer stalking qualification. County Deer Stalking, a hunting guide in South East England, has launched the Proficient Deer Stalker Level 1, PDS1, in competition with the existing DSC1, and two of the UK's leading land-based awarding bodies, Lantra and UK Rural Skills, have awarded the PDS1 accreditation. More than 30,000 people have passed the DSC1. County Deer Stalking plans to roll out the PDS1 throughout the UK, with a series of approved verifiers, making it an alternative to the DSC1. Animal rights extremists have hailed the halting of a shoot on a hill 70 years late. In its latest attempt to mislead the public, Wild Moors, led by Luke Steele, posted on social media that a former grouse moor near Bury, near Manchester, is being transformed into a giant carbon sponge to save the planet. As one Instagram user pointed out, Holcombe Moor has not seen shooting since the Second World War. The critic's post was deleted. Wild Moors also celebrated the Woodland Trust buying Snays Home, 500 acres of grazing in the Yorkshire Dales, which it plans to cover in trees. Birds of prey numbers in North Yorkshire are booming. That's the conclusion of data from the North York Moors, which shows that raptor populations on grouse moors increased for the third year in a row. According to a report by the Moorland Association, Spaunton Estate spotted 1,552 raptors in its annual count, twice as many as 2018. The most common species is buzzard, seen 726 times during the year. Spaunton's George Wynne Darley calls it another encouraging year, especially with sightings of a white-tailed eagle and a boost in barn owl numbers. Pet napping is to be a new criminal offence in England. Pet thefts, particularly dogs, spiked during lockdown, but pets are treated as ordinary property by the law. Now ministers want a new law to acknowledge emotional distress that pet theft can cause. The proposal is one of the recommendations made by a pet theft task force set up to deal with the grim trend. It says 2,000 dogs were reported stolen last year, and they made up to 70% of pet abductions. Dog prices also tripled for certain breeds. A government-backed scheme has released a further 12 white-tailed eagles on the Isle of Wight. Previous releases by the scheme run by Forestry England and the Roy Dennis Wildlife Foundation have seen birds range as far as Scotland, as well as killing each other. The eagles are fitted with GPS tracking devices. Sea eagles are controversial birds, as they like to tuck into lambs, angering farmers. Kenya's ambassador to Namibia has been fired after he went hunting. Benjamin Langat lost his job for the anti-hunting Kenyan government after photos of him posing with a greater kudu appeared on social media. Unlike Kenya, where hunting is banned and animals survive thanks to the state-run Kenyan Wildlife Service, Namibia has a vibrant hunting industry that funds conservation. An Argentinian airline has banned hunting trophies. Aerolíneas Argentinas says it will no longer carry animal parts related to hunting on domestic and international flights. The airline claims the move will protect wildlife. The airline thought up the ban after animal rights group Humane Society International put Argentina in the top 10 of trophy hunting countries. Italian politicians are blaming each other for boars invading Rome. The city's mayor is threatening legal action against a regional government for the soaring number of wild pigs straying into the city. The animals are trotting through the capital and feasting on rubbish. However, opposition politicians point out the city streets are again overflowing with trash after the mayor closed landfills to try to encourage people to recycle. It hasn't worked, and the boars are the winners. At the same time, farmers are complaining about boars destroying their crops and held a protest outside Parliament in July. A social media user in the US is under fire after he posted a picture of a gator eating a drone. The video shows a drone hovering above the animal in the Everglades in Florida. Smoke pours from the reptile's mouth after it snatches and chews it. Onlookers can be heard panicking in the background. It's unclear what happened to the alligator. The video was posted on the Instagram account of Dev H. Langer, who describes herself as a travel adventurer and destination skydiver. The video has been slammed as wildlife harassment, although some, including Google's CEO, Sundar Pichai, appeared to find it amusing. And finally, city folk will soon be able to get a taste of field sports without venturing into the countryside. Clay's is a massive new bar concept opening in London's Moorgate that will have 12 pegs available to take part in a high-tech shooting simulation. Owners are touting the game's precision and realism that make it an engaging shooting experience. It might be the only bar in London where punters are guaranteed to pull. Clay's opens in November. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.